Hello and welcome back. You know, one of the most prevalent questions that you ask me, and we get calls from across the United States because we have offices from California to Washington, D.C. You know this. You've heard these podcasts and you've heard my YouTube videos. But one of the most common questions is, should you go to a hearing by yourself? Should you do a hearing as a pro per? In other words, without an attorney? And the answer is unequivocally, no, you shouldn't. So there's a surprise coming from me, right? I'm Alan Edmunds, and I've done over 3,000 hearings in military, civilian, and federal hearing cases before administrative judges. And one of the biggest problems with trying to represent yourself is learning how to do that. And you're doing it at your own cost because your job and your clearance are on the line. If you lose, you'll lose your clearance. If you lose your clearance, you'll lose your job. And then no paycheck. And you've done this to save a few bucks, and look what happened. A tragedy. I'm going to show you one of the biggest reasons for you not to go to a hearing by yourself, and that's this little guy right here. This is called a hearing notebook. And I'm going to trial in 2 weeks on this case that involves drug allegations and personal conduct. And look at the evidence. This is all tabbed. It's been served on the government and on the government attorney, and we're ready for bear. We're ready to shoot and kill this case that the government has brought. We've been doing that for over 45 years, and I don't want you to think that you can save time and save money by just preparing a trial notebook yourself, which also outlines all the procedures that you are going to be held to understand and perform at the hearing. The hearing has an administrative law judge. The hearing has a government attorney who's not your friend, and there's going to be a court reporter, and you're going to have to know how to introduce evidence, how to argue your case, and how to overcome objections. Far too complicated. Call the Edmunds Law Firm at 800-481-2526. We've been helping active duty military, veterans, federal contractors, and federal employees for over 47 years, and we're here to help you. I'm Alan Edmunds. Call me at 800-481-2526. Let me help you protect your job and your clearance.